The Berserker drones are a highly sophisticated, artificially intelligent, fully autonomous, and belligerent robotic weapons system, first encountered by the Destiny expedition upon making their way into the second galaxy, after the ship's sensors picked up on a remote energy signature. Naturally, Dr. Rush was eager to investigate the mysterious signal. This energy signature, Rush explained to the Colonel, is coming from an area outside of the course mapped out for us by the seed ships, about a day's journey in FTL. Eventually, he convinced Young. Dr. Park speculated it might be a potential new power source, or even signs of intelligent life, but Brody objected to the detour, saying, "Whatever happened to Destiny has a mission," quoting back to him Rush's own words. Rush responded, "We haven't abandoned the mission, Mr. Brody, merely delaying it." Dr. Volker voiced support for Park's optimism that the energy signature could be indicative of intelligent life, but only because he's secretly in love with her and simply wanted to agree with her. This was made manifest when Rush also agreed that intelligent life would be a best-case scenario, because Volker immediately contradicted him. "Do I have to remind everyone," Volker urged, "what happened to the last time we encountered an alien life form? Or the time before that? Or the time before that?" Nevertheless, it was decided that the potential reward outweighs any potential risk. "Look," Rush said, "it's possible that whatever's out there could be of great benefit to both ourselves and Destiny's mission." It was settled, and a course was plotted. When they dropped out of FTL, they saw only wreckage floating about the vacuum. Once a battlefield, it seems, now a cold and dark graveyard. The energy signature that Destiny picked up on turned out to be clustered radiation pockets from the various destroyed ships. They noticed that one of the damaged vessels appeared similar in type to the one Rush and the Colonel explored a couple weeks back, and by the looks of things, they were the losers in this great battle. It was at this point when they had Destiny's computer run a program to extrapolate backwards the sequence of events based on dispersion patterns. While Destiny's computer continued assembling the simulation, others suggested a bit of cautious exploration. Lieutenant Scott, Sergeant Greer, and Brody suited up and boarded the shuttle, taking off towards the wreckage. It was at this moment when, as the shuttle passed between the debris, the first drone had awoken from its dormant state. Not long thereafter, as the shuttle crew were investigating faint EM readings coming from the damaged ship, Destiny's computer signaled that it finished assembling the simulation. Eli realized there were two sides to this battle. One was completely destroyed, but the other just went dark. Not disabled or damaged, just dormant. Realizing they may be in danger, the away team was recalled immediately and ordered to return to Destiny. "Ready weapons," ordered Young, "and fire on my command." Thinking there might be someone controlling the drones, Young tells Eli to broadcast a message in all known languages to tell them that they're not a threat. Naturally, the machines didn't respond. With their FTL engines offline, all seemed lost. But then, emerging out of FTL, the seed ship with Colonel Telford aboard appeared suddenly, jumping into the theater, imploring Destiny to follow them into a nearby star. Any drones trailing behind would be vaporized by its coronosphere at millions of degrees. As Destiny and the seed ship are both powered by the stars, being similar, equipped with advanced shields designed specifically to withstand the great temperatures and pressures found inside a star, it was a brilliant idea for an escape. In appearance, the Berserker drones resemble small shuttles, each varying among the models both in size and in shape, ranging from about the size of a shopping cart to about the size of a large truck. What's fascinating is that they appear to operate with a kind of hive mind, with each drone under the instruction of a larger command and control vessel, or control ship, the heart of the operation, deploying the different models as needed as the theater of war shifts and changes. It is this which renders the technology so extremely versatile and effective as a weapons platform. Control ships are massive FTL-capable vessels, heavily armored and outfitted with hundreds of Berserker drones, which detach en masse from cleverly designed slots fitted about the hull exterior. They, surprisingly, possess no offensive capabilities, nor any weapons inherent to its design. Control ships rely solely on their army of drones as its first line of defense, choosing instead to maintain a distance far from the fray, while using space itself as its second line of defense, as a kind of safety buffer. This also means that, however, if a persistent enemy were to somehow breach its line of drones, the control ship would be left naked and defenseless, fully exposed to a direct and decisive assault. Moreover, because the control ships communicate with the drones via a subspace link, and without any instruction via that link, whether by interfering with it or by destroying the control ship altogether, the drones cannot function and are thereby rendered into a harmless state. So dangerous, even apocalyptic, is this technology, one cannot help but wonder who would build these abominations, or what exactly motivated them to invent something like the Berserker drone. Was it designed to defeat some terrifying enemy? Perhaps it was meant to be a fully autonomous defense system, but then the system went rogue like some alien version of Skynet. The drones appear to be programmed with only a single purpose: to seek out and destroy any technology alien to its own. One can only speculate as to the impetus for its construction, or the fate of the alien race responsible for its invention. Nothing at all is known about the aliens who built this weapons platform. From the perspective of those aboard Destiny, these aliens appear to have vanished without a trace from the galaxy, or at least from this local region of the galaxy. All that is known about the drones prior to the time of Destiny's first encounter is that the Ursini, some time ago, had the misfortune of awakening this scourge, in circumstances also very similar to Destiny, and that they had been at war with the machines for some time. Having already been responsible for, at minimum, the extinction and genocide of the entire Ursini race, it should be noted that these aliens may very well have been destroyed by their own creation. That does align with all previously observed behavior, in that the drones have not once wavered in their pursuit to seek out and destroy all technology foreign to its own, perhaps even all technology not identical to its own. It would explain their whereabouts, the status of their phantom creators. Unfortunately, we will probably never know for sure.